Hey y'all. Y'all ready to get into it? Look, this shit is going bananas. Okay? I just want to make sure y'all can see me. Like, I'm sorry. This shit is going fucking crazy. But I get it. I get it. And I understand why it's going like this. And I just number one is it started, if y'all don't know, I'm pretty sure most people that follow me, y'all know. It started with the Essence Festival. And then it went on to the disrespect, to us feeling disrespected by our culture being um, deleted, so to speak, from the Essence Festival. When that was like a thing for older black people to go to. They had conferences. There was strong black female leadership. There, like Michelle Obama has spoken at Essence Festival. Like for you to take that from us and then laugh because we're upset about it, or it's basically say a big because we were upset about it. This is how the diaspora wars actually started because black people from America, like indigenous Americans, are starting to really realize that there is no brotherhood. That those skin folk have never been kinfolk, and they starting to get that, and I must say it started a little bit before the Essence, but for a lot of people, it started with Essence because we didn't know that all of those black politicians that we had been voting for were actually or actually a lot of them are actually Africans, right? So now that they're talking about they're in the dealings on the makings of Cat giving us that check for reparations. Now Africa is saying that, oh no, we need reparations too. We were enslaved too. Yeah, but you were enslaved and colonized by the French and the Spaniard over there. So you need to take your issue up with fonts and over there. Your enslavement had nothing to do with us unless you believe the out of Africa theory that you sold us. And if you did sell your enemies or tribes that you had conquered to Americans or to Europeans for them to ship off to slavery, then you got your money on the front end. So you're not really doing anything because you got paid already millions of dollars for those millions of people. So I'm trying to figure out, why do you want some of our reparations? Why do you want some of the American reparations when you had that had nothing to do with you? You know. So hold on. Let me pull this up real quick. 1 second. This baby, I'm talking about they are crashing the F out on the internet. You got to be there. Do y'all follow what is it, Black Alpha Network? Baby, he be having me rolling. I'm gonna go show y'all some of his stuff because he be having me rolling. He be having all the tether TikToks. Look, he got me tethering. I'm telling everybody to tether. All the tethers must go. I honestly believe in Africa for the Africans. Y'all go home. Go home. And I'm glad Trump passed that new law too. Trump. Now, let me stop moving so fast because y'all know I don't be having no order. I really just come out here to talk to my cousins. Hey cousins, how y'all doing? Give me 1 second. Let me go pull up this video and make sure I can hear it because y'all know I would be over here talking to myself, and then make sure I can hear it, and then we're good from there. I forgot how you do it. Let me go to a different channel. Hold on, because it's not showing me. Let me switch account. We'll go here. I didn't know my other channel has 61 subscribers. Okay, now let's see if I can hear me. Okay, I can. Awesome sauce. Okay. My speakers broke on my phone. I didn't even turn it down. Y'all just couldn't hear me. That's crazy, right? Okay, so a lot of it started from there was the reparations argument, and then you get down to the Jollof versus jambalaya. Americans don't have no culture. Jambalaya is a version of Jollof, But if you look at jollof, it looks like it derived from Spain. It looks literally like Spanish rice. Like it has nothing to do with jambalaya or American jambalaya. Like it's jollof doesn't have any meat in it. If you look at traditional jollof, it looks just like Spanish rice. You know what? Let me show you. Like I'm so sick of them saying we don't have no culture and everything came from them. If everything came from you, then why you have such a problem creating? If everything came from you, then why do you look just like me? Like, let's just be clear. Why is your hair like me? And I can't stand when an African say, "Oh, we all wearing wigs. We all got it from Europeans." No, 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 no. Europeans got that from us. They all wearing their clip-ins and all that stuff too. But anyway, put a pause on commercial hair real quick. Y'all eyelashes up big. Y'all eyelashes minks like mine. Y'all eyebrows filled in like mine. Like, stop playing. Y'all getting BBLs like the American woman. Okay, we may have got it from Brazilian culture, because let's be for real. But y'all are doing it because we are doing it. We popularize it. Brazilians been had a butt lift. The BBL has been around in the cosmetic surgery world forever. It caught on when we started doing it. So stop acting like we not the culture. Stop acting like we not them girls or we not them people. Like, don't do that. It's okay to give respect where respect is due. And there's nothing wrong with that. To actually pretend like we are swagless and cultureless at the same time while sitting on these platforms looking like me, with your lace tinted, looking like me, with your eyelashes filled in, with your eyebrows filled in, looking like my little cousin them with their BBLs. You know, I don't have cosmetic surgery. I have to, point to someone else. So look like Andrea with her BBL. Looking like come on, man, stop playing. How do we not have a culture or have an aesthetic when you are using it? You're literally wearing it. Or to say, and I'm jumping the gun here, I'm going to come back to this, but to say that, oh, we come to America and we do better than y'all. Do you think Wendy or Sepho would have all those god doggone degrees if they wasn't free? Stop playing. That's why Trump made that law, because he's saying all these foreigners not fit to get what these Americans fought for. They can't even go to college and graduate debt free. But we let all these foreigners come over here and claim to be minorities and get what they people fought, died, got lynched for. No. Trump said, nah, none of that. None of that. Yeah, what's for them Americans, we're going to give it to them Americans. We're going to make America great again. Y'all thought that was racist. I'm telling y'all. If y'all go back in my videos, I'm telling you when America was great. It was when all them foreigners wasn't here. Let's be, you know what? Pause, put a pin in it. Let's go to this jollof. We're going to go in chronological order because, baby, these Diaspora was had me pissed off. I'm talking about I'm on TikTok and talking and ticking. Do you hear me? Just, bitch, Twitter fingers is tick-tocking and talking and ticking. Here, let me show y'all what jollof look like, because I know a lot of us Americans don't know because we don't eat it. The fuck? I even tried African food before, didn't like it. I had to go and make it my own. I had to go grind up me some collard greens. I had to go put my own little meat in there, and I made my own version of fufu because what they eat is disgusting. Anyway, jollof. Look at this. Is that not Spanish rice? But we don't have no culture. Is that not a European dish? My mom's recipe. Is this not Spanish rice? Like, y'all stop playing on my top. What is this? This don't look nothing like no goddamn jambalaya. What's that? Is that not Spanish rice? Okay, we playing in my face. So watch this. What do Spanish people call their Spanish rice? Is it just Spanish rice, or is that something that we call it here? Let's look it up. Bitch, don't play with me. Stop fucking playing with me. Is that not the same thing, man? Oops. But this was the catalyst to our jambalaya. Let's look at jambalaya. For those that don't know what jambalaya look like, cause y'all really got me fucked up. Like, y'all gonna put some respect on my culture. Oh, here we go. Look at this. Jambalaya is a classic Louisiana dish, a fusion together of see, they lying. Spanish and French influences. They love to say they influence something. This don't look like Spanish rice, or number one, it's a different color. It's not even orange, like orange looking like theirs. Cause there ain't no tomato paste in it. Their shit got tomato paste in it. Like, stop playing. This is not a mixture of nothing but ours. Like, get out, like, y'all, put some respect on my culture. Like, stop playing. And they making it wrong anyway, but y'all get the point. I'm looking at what you're doing. That's not how you make it, but okay. That's definitely not how it's done. I'm glad you're using seasoning, but them the wrong seasons. Anyway, go big. So I want y'all to watch this. Hold on. Before I play that, I want to show y'all something. You know, let's start here. This is a healthy place to start. Shout out to this young lady because she did a great job.
Y'all do not like Black Americans.
Y'all
don't respect us, nor do you respect our culture. And that's why the Black Diaspora Wars will never fucking end, because it starts with y'all. I don't know if it's jealousy or hatred or some animosity has been built up over the years, but it needs to fucking stop. To come into my comment section and say that Black is only a race and not a culture is actually really fucking disrespectful, and it diminishes almost 500 years of fucking experiences in this shitty ass country. There's a difference between Black America and white America, and y'all fucking know that. And to say we don't have any culture when everything around the fucking world is influenced by Black culture.
Is she lying? Is she lying? Y'all don't remember the Asian guy in front of the yellow Ferrari with the braids? Y'all don't remember the Asian people who getting them tight coils in their head? You don't remember what's that model? That Marc Jacobs show that had the mini buns, the Bantu knots? Africans don't even wear their own hairstyles. Africans too busy trying to look like Americans. We still wear traditional styles over here on our natural hair. And I could show you pictures of Indians with indigenous Indians back when Alexander Graham Bell first invented the camera, and it shows us it with Bantu knots. So please stop saying everything is African. Everything is African. If we subscribe to the Pangea map, then you could say, okay, everything is African because at one point in time we were all on one landmass. But if you're not going to force the Irish to say I'm African Irish, if you're not going to go to Spain and tell them say I'm Afro Spanish, like don't hold us to that same standard because we're American. If you look up the definition of American, let me show you, because I don't want to just be saying words. Everything I say, I can show and prove. Look at old Mike. That's Michael's first girlfriend. See, now this is Michael's fiance. That's why his daddy made sure to change his name from Michael to Martin, because they don't want us to know that he actually married this lady. Coretta was not his first wife. That was not his fiance. I don't care. That lady, that she ain't come out and tell y'all the truth. He was married to this woman. Remember, he's of Irish descent. That's why he was educated overseas. Anyway, this ain't about Mike. This ain't the Boo got me calling him Mike. I used to call him Michael Braxton. Anyway, come on. Let's go. Watch this. Let me show y'all something. Was it 1828? 1828 dictionary. Now, this is Webster's first dictionary that he created when he came to America, right? Watch this. Not definition. It might correct itself. Hold on. Y'all know I can't type. Oh, I got it on images. My bad. What's this? A native of America originally applied to the Aboriginals, the copper-colored races that were found by the Europeans. What color is copper? Now, I'm not one to have pennies, but let me check my change pouch here, and see if I have a penny. Because I just told y'all on TikTok to get y'all pennies. Let me see if I got a penny in here. No. And I'm not talking about them old pennies that's mixed with aluminum now. I'm talking about the new pennies that's mixed with aluminum now. I'm talking about a penny. This is copper. This is what copper look like. Now, I'm a driver. Y'all know I drive for a living, so my hands always in the sun, so don't look at this. Not I'm fading. This is copper. This is the copper color people he's talking about. This is copper. This is what copper look like. All the way to my copper elbows, my dark copper elbows. But you know, I've been using that sugar baby on my elbows, and look. It look good. Now I burnt this elbow with some of that Koji soap, so it looked darker, especially right here. Anyway. So this is in 1828, right? Right? Now I can date my people back past the 1700s already. If I just go to the graveyard, most of y'all, if y'all go to y'all got great uncles and aunties of great grandpas and great grandfathers. Most of y'all have a graveyard on y'all land somewhere. Go find it. Or go find land that used to be y'all's and find that old graveyard. I'm telling you, it's there. And go scrub them headstones. Go take a black charcoal and rub them. They call it rub them headstones. Or just write down the names and dates and go find out who them people's people was. I'm telling y'all better start looking up in y'all ancestry and really find out who you are, because ain't none of my people came from no Africa. None of my people came from no Africa. And if you look at Dan Calloway, he already showed you when the first ship was invented. The first Africans that came over here was them poor white folk from South Africa that they used to help colonize South Africa. Remember, give us your sick, your poor, your tired, your weary. That's who them people is. And we still getting the sick, the poor, the tired, the weary. Anyway, and Trump is tired of it. He tired of the sick, the poor, the tired, and weary. He trying to send them degenerates back home so America just can be full of excellence. Anyway. So this is the definition here, okay? I already showed y'all that I debunked this already, Joe Loft, bitch. Anyway, this don't look nothing like that orange rice y'all serving, no seasoning. Anyway, so where's the young lady at? Here she go.
It's fucking ignorant to say. So I brought up my whiteboard because maybe some of y'all are only visual learners. When I say somebody is black and not black, it means they're not black culturally. Black does not equal black. See the B's? This is race. This is ethnicity.
Then she put out the whiteboard.
You can go under here. Nigerians.
Mm-hmm.
Kenyans.
Mm-hmm.
Etc.
Mm-hmm.
What can go here is Americans.
Mm-hmm.
And Americans only.
Mm-hmm.
Only. Do y'all understand? So when you guys come here, you can be Nigerian American. You can be Kenyan American, but you can never be Black American. You can never be African American. You can only be whatever country you're from. Even if you're first gen, second gen, if your ancestors do not have whips on their fucking back, you cannot claim this. Y'all know there's a difference. Y'all
They
just
know
want
there's a
to
difference.
diminish us of our culture and our experiences, and it's truly fucked up.
It's fucked up. And it's sad because
I need y'all to keep it a buck. Y'all do not
pause. And it's sad because when you look at the history of Africa, what they went through, where's the empathy? You know what I'm saying? Where's the understanding? Because Mussolini came over there and murked a whole country. Mussolini went over there and killed the whole Congo. But y'all got this smoke for us. And France is still occupying the Congo right now. Got them brothers out there dying in the mines, digging for coltan. Come on now. There should be no African on Africa or on this planet with an iPhone. Because your people is the ones dying for them to be made. We ain't over here minding for shit. They had us picking cotton for them 200 years, for them 100 years, and we was like, say, say, bro, that shit dead. Not doing it. Not gonna do it. We're not gonna act like a European colonizer freed us. We freed ourselves because we was like, say, bro, we out of there. Y'all watch it. It's a documentary called 400 Years Without a Comb. Watch that documentary. They'll tell you you cannot enslave the Indian. They not fit to work. They not fit to procreate. They not fit to do nothing. Nothing. All this, those babies that they made into slavery, those were rape babies. Those were great babies. Wasn't nobody, no. We wasn't willingly having children and getting married like they put on that fake movie made by that COINTELPRO ninja, Alex Haley. Y'all know Alex Haley was in the Navy, right? You know his role in the Navy was gathering intel, right? Y'all know he one of them, right? Y'all know all kinfolk not kinfolk, right? Malcolm X's wife said, my husband didn't even like him. But he done put out an autobiography. Look, y'all stop playing. And he a foreigner. He's a foreigner. We have no good relationship with Africans coming over here. R.R. Mooton, foreigner, traitor, betrayed. Even though he was teeter-tottering on the fraudulent side. I look at Booker T. Washington side all the time. If you read Up from Slavery, you'll know why. But R.R. Mooton stabbed him in the back because he wanted to run Tuskegee Institute so he could let them experiments happen. Them Tuskegee, excuse me. I get excited, y'all. The Tuskegee experiments happened on his watch, on R.R. Mooton watch. What's his name? Marcus Garvey, foreigner. All of them, the Blue Vein Society, all them Boulets who attributed their ingenuity and their natural abilities as far as science and math and to their white side, foreigners. Like foreigners, the foreign betrayal of it all. All skin folk, not kinfolk, babies. Y'all read a book. Read a book. And you'll see how we've been stabbed in the back by all them Africans. Like, stop playing, because they know that we're American. They know there's nothing African about us. That's why they keep saying, oh, they done lost Africans. They lost. No, we know we're not Africans. And the more we wake up to the fact that we are the feathers, that those little biracial bastards, they're the descendants of the know-nothings. They are not Indians. They can call themselves whatever they want to call themselves. But they're not us. They're not indigenous to Turtle Island. Y'all better wake up and see. That's why on Black Alpha Network, what they do, he said it himself. A African came on there and proved him right. They always say, oh, they American, and then they pick the blackest place in the Carolinas or somewhere, or in Georgia somewhere, where they know that their people are really, really dark, because the Gullah Geechee was really, really dark people, and they say that's who they are, knowing they African. And then we done voted these Africans in the Congress, and now they want reparations for what happened to us. Stop playing. But anyway, and let's think about this, for example. And hold on, let me pull up Black Alpha Network, because we're going to his video next. No, we're going here next. Yeah, the Daily Rap Crew. Look, y'all. They unsubscribe me from y'all again. I'm so sick of this. I'm tired of having to resubscribe. I'll be having to resubscribe to Hezekiah News. I'll be having to resubscribe to them. I have to resubscribe to, it's like, because all I follow is American channels. And they always unsubscribing me. You know how many times I've been unsubscribed from Voo channel? How many times I've been unsubscribed from CynthiaG channel when she had a channel? Like, it's crazy. You wouldn't even believe it. Anyway, so I want you to watch these African women with this American aesthetic talk about how we don't have no culture. I want you to watch this. Like, they tell you what they think about you. They've been telling you all this time they don't like you. And it's like, we know they don't like us. So there shouldn't even had to been a boycott for Americans delineating ourselves. Number one, it's been passed through. And there should never have to be a boycott for us to stop going to their braiding shops. It should never have to be a boycott. How many of y'all went to an African braiding shop? Then they tried to brush out your braids, comb out your braids. Y'all got that alopecia because them women don't like you and they purposely braid your hair too tight so your ass can go bald because they come from the tropics. There's no tropical indigenous person who's going to have a lot of long hair. And they mad that our black asses got all this thick, beautiful, luxurious hair. Y'all seen my hair before. And they mad that we got it, so they braid it tight and try to pop it the fuck out. I'm telling you. Because they tropics. They can't have all that hair on their head. It'll burn their brain up. Like they're phenotypically built for the tropics with the large nostrils so they can breathe in more air so their brain don't burn out. Anyway, watch these women act like we don't have no culture. Just watch them. Hey, girl. Come on, cousin. Come in the chat, y'all. Come on. Watch this. Y'all don't strike me to the ground. For real. For real. I'm just using this for context so they can understand what's really going on. This video is old. They got an even older video back before they used to be in this little sound room when they was talking to these other African girls. But you know what? Whatever. Come on. We're going to watch this one. I'm telling you, they been telling you they don't like your ass. Been. I used to live on the southwest side in Houston. I'm telling you they don't like you. They don't consult with you. They don't speak to you. They don't talk to you. Have you ever been in an African business and seen black people working there? Ever. We should have been not supporting them. It's this braiding shop called Heidi and JoJo. They've been on the southwest side for years. I used to go to them when I was younger. When I got my license, they would not hire me. None of them African braiding shops would not hire me. I had to start my own business to work for myself. And they used to always call them people on me. Always. I had a $75 brain special on the south side. Y'all know. What's up, y'all? But I used to have a $75 brain special. Whatever it was $75 you call us for back to school. I did a $75 sew-in and a $75 brain special, and I did a $75 lock special. It was for the guys. It was a detox. A shampoo, a deep conditioner, and a retwist for $75, all for the kids. Because I already know how it is being a single parent myself, and want your kid to still look good. It was a $75 you call it. And y'all on the southwest side, y'all know y'all done been to me, and them hoes used to always call the state on me and try to get me in trouble and all kind of shit. Mind you, they wouldn't hire me though. And they was talking shit about me in French when I was going there, the white man language, not Swahili, not Zulu, not Igbo, in French. They colonizers language. Right? Talking about we don't have no culture. Anyway. Listen to this. Listen to this. And him right here, they was pissing him off. But listen to this.
Enhancements and surgeries and stuff like that. Like, so that to me is an aspect of looking the part of a Black American woman. Like, you know what I mean? So even how certain Black men...
But also, where did Black American women get that look from? They got it from the Europeans. So that's why I feel like Black...
Pause. That's a lie. That's a complete lie, bro. Number one, a Black American indigenous woman invented commercial hair. Like, why is you lying? Why is you lying? The only wigs European women had was Europe had was them white wigs that the noble men wore. Them the only wigs that come from their history. And we didn't invent these wigs to look European. What are you talking about? It's to be different because we a whole vibe. What are you talking about? Most Black women don't wear that straight hair that the African women wear. They're the white worshipers. They love white. They love white. And he gonna prove it on here. Well, he did an analogy that your people tell you not to marry Black men because we lazy, we crazy, and we violent. But they tell you to marry white men, and they're known for lynching, beating, the KKK, and more recently shooting up schools. They're serial killers, rapists, but it's okay to marry them? Shut her ass up. This one right here with this straight hair. Talking about we trying to look European. What you talking? Most girls like me, we wear curly hair. We wear big, bushy, curly hair, and we do it to protect our own hair. Because I'm definitely not bald-headed. This is my lock. This is my hair. And this is only 2 years old because I cut my other lock off and buried with my brother when he passed away. R.I.P. You see him? Ain't he handsome? How you do it? sent this his college graduation picture. Anyway, so stop playing with me. You like, bro, stop playing. How am I trying to be European, but a black woman invented this? Like, get off my nuts, bitch. So y'all over there looking like two American women talking about we don't have no culture. Bitch, where is your African garb? Yeah, play this, and I want y'all to listen.
Americans and Africans are on the same page.
What do you think?
Because we're all wearing.
What do you think the world get most of its fashion advice or?
Thank you. Who was the world's muse? And this brother right, he was pissed off. I don't agree with a lot of things these men say, but they was on point this time. Hey, cousin. Hey, Jocelyn. How y'all been doing? Y'all know I miss y'all. Y'all know I've been out here working. Y'all know I drive for a living. I'm tired. I be working. I be sleeping. I'm sleeping. I'm driving. I'm sleeping. I'm driving. But I'm tired of this shit. I'm tired of this stuff going on TikTok. Like, I'm tired of it, bro. Like, y'all see this how much I be driving. Anyway, so and I don't use driving gloves because like I don't think they safe. Sometimes you lose your grip. I need to be able to grip that wheel and you know what I'm saying? But anyway, hey cousins, I love y'all. Listen to this. Who's the muse?
Or sense from or style from a black man walking up and down the block who made his designs or made his appeal. LL Cool J, knowledgeable for rolling his leg up.
Okay.
And this is where I see Burn.
Thank you. He about to say, and now Burna Boy rolling his leg up, wearing his Timbs. Where wearing all them gold chains come from? We been doing that. Back when they chains down to they nuts. Like, what are we doing? They just now turned to chokers, but but y'all get the point. Like, come on. Well, I want to get to what this lady say.
Americans, you guys, you do definitely have your own culture. I can definitely say. I would never take that away from.
It's because it's lost.
No,
it's lost. How you see? She was trying to be this girl right here. She was trying to be diplomatic because I believe these ladies have a podcast together. I'm not correct. I'm not really sure who these young ladies are. Nor do I care because this one right here just simply disgusts me. But I feel like she was being more genuine than she was being. Like she was being her true African self as far as personality and the words that was coming out of her mouth. So listen to her especially because she trying to be diplomatic about it. She was like, nah, they lost.
But I wouldn't.
That's a mindset from thinking outside the box. We had to create as we go. Like everything. Yeah. Our language, how we talk, how we walk, what we make is also unique to what we are.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
I would never take that.
So I think it's just more so what has to be told to him that they do have culture, but it was made and created. And it became their own culture, hip-hop. That's literally a culture from Black African Americans.
So my question now for you is, would you now say African American culture derives from African culture?
No.
I think we all take a little bit of something from each other. That's shit is things.
I think that is true. And matter of fact, Art, can you play that clip that I had real quick? Because this is going to correlate kind of to this whole conversation.
What do you say when people say where you from?
America.
No, where's your country?
My country is America. I was born in New York, raised in...
Where your parents from?
My parents are from New York.
Americans, they don't know where they're from, you know.
I think American black people are...
If we're telling you we're American, then that's where we're from. You can't, it's like you can't, it's kind of like how can I put it? It's like how when those black people try to force biracials to say they're black. Like, bro, no, I'm biracial. I got a white mom. I'm not going to discount my white mom for nobody. Like, I'm biracial. This is the exact thing. You trying to make me be African. I'm not. Just because I have melanin doesn't mean I am of you. At one point, if the European race is, and hear me out, if the European race is only, 6,100 years old, then the whole world was melanated at one point. That doesn't mean the whole world is African. That just means we were the first people. That doesn't mean we all were in the same spot, in the same place, doing the same thing. Like, what's so hard to understand about that? If they're only 6,100 years old, they can only date themselves back 6,000, maybe 6,150 some odd years, then why is it not clicking that the whole world was melanated at one point? That doesn't mean the whole world was African. Like, I don't understand what they don't understand. And that's why they should never been calling themselves African American. Fuck Messy Jesse and his bullshit. Because Jesse Jackson did that bullshit because he the same way he betrayed Michael Luther King. And the only reason he did that because they promised that he would be president at some point. And in the 80s, you remember he ran for president? And then they gave him all that money. They took it back when they arrested his son for misappropriating funds on their charity. Stop playing. But anyway, let's go. That's for another conversation, another time. Listen.
Are the most lost black people in the world.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? Like, you see black people over here. You know where they come from? We all know where we come from.
What are some negative stereotypes y'all heard about black men? From your parents, from your friends?
You literally said it all.
Yeah.
That's it?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, my mom would tell me not to marry that.
Yeah.
Right.
She says it all the time.
My parents are both from Grenada. They came here in the 80s and 90s. So,
as they said, looking like American women. Where's your traditional? I bet they don't sweep with that little thing made out of fiber. I bet they got an American broom. Like, stop it. I bet they not cleaning with lemons and vinegar and stuff. I mean, whatever the fuck they clean with in Africa. I bet they using Lysol. Like, stop playing. Stop being American and then trying to shit on American. Like, what you doing? Go back home if that's the case. Because if all you Africans that are here take your ass, because all y'all was fleeing civil wars and stuff like that from your own people who was selling y'all out in the first place. Go home. Go home and fight the French. Go home and fight the British. If Ethiopia can do it, you can do it. Go home and fight and free your own motherland. Because this is my motherland. Go fight and free your motherland. Don't come over here to my motherland and try to tell me your motherland is my motherland. No, it's not my mother nor my father. We're not from there. Never been there. And I've been to Africa and it did not feel like home to me. There is no, oh, I'm home feeling. It's not. It's not. Them people are so divided. They hate each other over there. They some backstabbing, treacherous. I'm getting off topic. Play. And when have you ever seen an African support a black business? When you know what? When what's mama name from New Orleans, y'all? What's her name? Crayon Case. What's her name? What's her name? From New Orleans, who made the Crayon Case? Somebody tell me her name. What is her name? What is her name? What is her name? The girl that made the Crayon Case, the makeup. Oh fuck. She hang out with Judy Nim. What is her name? It's gonna come to me. When she made Crayon Case, the Africans go support it? No. You know what they did? Some girl named Chi-Chi, whatever, Chi-Chi, whatever her name is, created Juvia's Place. And then named all her makeup palettes after African countries. Come on now. Stop playing. Play.
So what he was saying about how they think that black people are lazy does like
Super Scent. Thank you, cousin. Yes, Super Scent. When Super Scent made Crayon Case, she made her makeup line, and she was even beautifying young girls for free before they went back to school out there in New Orleans, doing good for the people, huh? Them Africans ain't support her. They went and made their own makeup line. Stop playing. Just like they don't hire you in their shops. They talk shit about you. They bald you on purpose by braiding you. Everybody know that's where trash and alopecia came from, going to them African shops. Because I ain't never bald no bitch in my life. I grow hair. I don't get it. And most American women don't bald you. Come on now. Y'all acting like Africans. African braiding ain't even part of they lifestyle. They got to come over here and learn bohemian braids and faux locks and all that shit in order to do it. A black person got to teach them how to do it, or they go on YouTube and watch a black person do it. Then they want to act like they originated it. And they the only ones know how to do it. Get the fuck out of my face. Anyway, play.
West African, Nigerian, because if you remember the movie Sugar Hill, and there's a scene where they're doing the thing with the drug dealer, and the guy said, we can't work with Akata. That's a word that they were calling the American blacks, Akata, the Nigerians. Akata is a word that they use for American blacks. And Wesley Snipes was like, yo, what is this Akata shit you keep calling us? And the guy goes, we don't want to work with cotton pickers. Africans come to America, and there's a lot of my African-American friends say, man, a lot of Africans are really mean towards us. They're really nasty towards us.
They are.
Because they feel they're better towards us.
You being a man from an African family, what would your family say about you bringing like an American woman?
My daughter's mom is American. Most African parents, if we're being honest, they would actually prefer you bring home a white person.
A lot of, I can't categorically say every Nigerian got this talk, but a lot of Nigerians that travel abroad got this talk from their family, where they will sit you down and tell you, you're going there. Don't go and talk to those black Americans. You just go and get pregnant. You get into drugs. You become gang banging. They give you that talk.
See, and then Africans get over here and lie and say, oh, we got that talk at the embassy. White people told us to stay away from y'all. Nah, it was y'all people that said stay away from us. How many times Africans, when I was in beauty school, I asked this African girl, they tell you to stay away from Americans when you come over here and get your little green card, whatever it is you get. She was like, nah, my parents did. We already know better than to talk to y'all when we get here. And she was just being honest. I forgot what tribe she was, but she was from the tribe where they do this to their cheeks. The little scar thing on their cheeks. But anyway, listen to her. She's sitting there with that big ass synthetic blend wig on, looking like an American woman, talking about something about kata. Girl, I can't make this up, cousins.
That just go to the white community, find a nice place. They just go and be decent. Stay with the white people.
Stay with the white people. Y'all so worse. Y'all so conditioned in the mind. Y'all act like white people that come over there and ravish your country. Alexander the Great came over there and laid waste to all y'all. They done gave Egypt to the Middle East. They done ruined all your landmarks, your monuments, your pyramids. Africa, if you look it up, and archaeologists have proven this. I saw it in a documentary when I was a child, that Africa was a grassland. They done came over there and took so many minerals out y'all ground to now it's barren. It is barren. Can't bear no food, no fruit. Gotta look, one tropical grassland is now a desert. And you trying to tell me you want them to marry them? Some of the greatest tribes in Africa have been torn apart because their leaders married white women. I bullshit you not. It's in the book. Go read this book called Destruction of Black Civilization. And they'll tell you that little pink kitty cat had them boys going crazy. You hear me? From Tariq to Barbaria. Remember, old thing had for 7-Eleven, African. He was over there running Spain, and he ran Spain and one other country in Europe forever. But they were so infatuated with sleeping with white women till Ferdinand, till Isabel went over there and hollered at Ferdinand. They got together and ran them folks up out of there. Anyway, this is not a history lesson. This is about the diaspora wars, but we'll get on it. Come on. All this is intertwined. So you rather your Africans are telling their kids go marry white folks. Understand that. Their Jesus is white for real over there. They ain't got the pictures of Jesus like we got this black. Nah. Okay. They love that right now.
They give you that talk. So when you enter America, you already have a perception of African Americans. You've judged them.
Well, we don't want them here.
They're your brothers and sisters.
They're not our brothers.
They are.
If they were taken away, unfortunately, we will develop by ourselves.
That video could have been a lot longer. I just wanted to just clip it. But again, when we talk about these diaspora wars, and I wanted to get into that later, but since we're already here, when you even type in diaspora wars, it seems to be, Africans or Caribbeans, and they have this disdain almost, or this disrespect when it comes towards Black Americans, often saying, you don't know where you don't come from, but they would never say that to a Haitian or a Jamaican or a Trinidadian, even though we all came from the same slave ship. It's just different stops. But for some reason, Black Americans or African Americans aren't looked at as a specific culture. When
the outer Africa theory, which is why a lot of governors and mayors are opting not to teach that in their schools no more, because they know it's a lie. But the outer Africa theory is what got us all fucked up. It really does. And they only made the outer Africa theory up to legitimize their land grab. So if we could say that these people were not here, that we shipped them here from Africa, then all the land that we stole is legitimate and it's ours, and no one can come back and contest it. That's what the outer Africa theory really came from. Because if we're not indigenous here, how them people prove that they ancestors in the 1400s owned that beachfront property if we wasn't here first? Like, thank you. But anyway, go ahead.
When Jamaicans are, Haitians are, whatever, Antigua, like all of them are looked at, nobody questions their culture. So and the fact that we always have to answer our culture or is being questioned by people that look like us, you know what I mean, is very disrespectful, and especially when we have built a unique culture within America. And I think, unfortunately, the media does a good job at portraying only the negative stereotypes. It's just like when we were growing up, the stereotypes that we seen of Africans was the flies on the face. I didn't have this, that, and the third. So that's what we saw. So, of course, we had a negative perception. But, you know, we see as now, 2020.
No, we didn't. No, we didn't. Because I always talk about the Africans that went to school with me or that were in my community. We didn't treat them bad. We didn't treat them bad. Everybody was black. Everybody was an African booty scratcher. Everybody was those negative things. You didn't have to be African to be an African booty scratcher, but everybody ribbed and talked shit about each other. Everybody shot the dozens in with each other. Everybody called everybody mama nappy, a bald head, even the bitch had down her back. Everybody did that. We were not mean to the Africans. Bawa Tende was one of the popular guys at school. So many Africans was immersed in Black American culture. They were not treated like shit. Like, stop it. Stop it. It was this boy named LeVar. Black is my shirt. Was called African Booty Scratcher. He wasn't African. Like, okay.
2024, we still seeing that narrative push that don't go to those Black Americans. They ratchet, they ghetto, they don't got no culture, which is just, to me, is very disrespectful, and it is a slap in the face. Like, as somebody who's Black American.
Let me ask you something. What country in Africa are you from?
And this is where the plot thickens. Y'all like the video. I want to be in the algorithm one day, y'all. I'm going to start doing more videos. I know y'all miss me. But like the video, y'all. Like the video, cousins.
From America, that's what we're saying. Just like a Jamaica, just like a hold on. Just like somebody from Jamaica, they're not going to say what country in Africa they're from. Somebody in Haiti is not going to say what country from. They're going to say they're Haitian
because they were closer from what is it called, the triangular slave
trade. But then when you ask them that question, they're not going to have a definitive answer.
That's because they're already in their own community of Caribbeans, the Haitians, Jamaicans. They're all.
So why is it that America can't be in their own community of Americans? She not making no sense. They still trying to force this out of Africa theory on us. It's like the bitch is brainwashed. Like the video, babies. It's like the bitch is brainwashed. Come on, cousins, hit the little like button. I said I want to be in the algorithm one day. Shit. One of these days. Don't take it personal. Okay, listen. Watch this. Listen.
All like in one bowl, just as
but
far
Black Americans are in their own bowl as well. Like that's what I'm saying.
That's why Africans feel that way, because they feel like because you don't know where you come from, which is not by fault by Africans.
We know where we come from. We come from America, just like Jamaicans come from Jamaica. Like, what is the difference?
Thank you. What's the fucking difference? Watch. I'm going to stop pausing it at this point. Just watch this. Watch it.
I think it's just more relatable from an African to see another African and be like, oh, where you come from? Oh, I'm from Ghana. I'm from this place. And they know so much about their culture because they do this, and this. So I feel like that's why they feel like you know so much about your culture in Africa. So that's why they're like, well, Americans don't know. Because honestly, you guys don't know. When Africans come to America, they're busting their behinds to get degrees, become doctors, lawyers, and stuff like that. So when Africans look at African...
But it's free, though. But it's free. You know how much money I had to come out of pocket for my daughter to go to college? And she indigenous to here. And that's why Trump passed that bill. And these Africans come over here, they get the stuff that my people fought and died for. That the indigenous person of America, that the Americans fought and died for. They're getting it. They're not getting all that debt that we get, that we incur. You know what I'm saying? Like, they getting all this education on the low for free. Like, stop playing. They can go to school and get a damn near master's with just their Pell Grant because they'll get allotted so much money. It's sad. It's sad. It's sad. And then they the first ones to get them scholarships. Let me tell you, my cousin graduated valedictorian. Valedictorian. And she had letters this thick begging for scholarship money. This thick. Just milling them off. McDonald's only gave that girl $1,200. Are you serious? Them Africans, all right, come on. That's for a different segment of their life, but come on, play.
Americans, they're like, these people have credit cards. We don't even have credit cards. These people are not even working, and we come here, we busting our asses, and now we're doing this. We're now 6 figures, and these people have all these years to become all these great jobs and careers, and they're not doing anything. I'm just saying this.
And this is how they see us. I grew up next to doctors and lawyers. I grew up in an affluent black area when we came from the country where I grew up at, when we first moved to the city. Like the lady next door, there was a teacher, Dr. Ted Merrill lived on the corner. Like, I grew up around nothing but fancy black folk. So I don't know what she's talking about. It's a bunch of black people got PhDs. My cousin Michelle got a PhD. My cousin Andrea, who got her own podcast, a very popular podcast, she has a communications degree and a degree in public relations. Like, what are you talking about? The very people you trying to be because you got a podcast. Like, stop playing. Okay, come on. Play.
This is what they're saying. Yeah, this is the conversation. It's like,
stop saying this is what they're saying because you believe it. She believes everything that's coming out of her mouth. She believes it with that scarf sliding back and taking her wig with it.
Y'all have all this time to get free money, free loans, and we don't get that back at home.
Yeah, but y'all get that when y'all come here, though.
Exactly, and guess what? We're right here, and y'all are still here.
There's a lot of grants and loans and difference.
Did you see that? Yeah, I tried to pause it when she said that. And we're up here, and y'all are down here. You saw that, right? But there's something wrong with these diasporas. But we're the ones being divisive. Y'all are already divided when y'all get here. Y'all already have this divided mentality. We were never one with y'all. Never. So I don't understand why black people delineating and saying we're not African American, we're just American. Why saying that? Why are you so mad about it if you're here and you're here? Is it because you have a European mindset and you need somebody to shit on? But come on.
The people from here is not getting them loans that y'all come here and get them.
You said what you just said?
No, I said there's a lot of.
That's the point that they're proving. The people here are not even getting it. So it's like, what are y'all doing?
I'm saying the black people here are not getting them same opportunities that y'all come from y'all Africa and come here and get. We don't get those.
We're considering not just Africans, everybody, all the other countries are considering y'all as being lazy because it's like, why aren't y'all getting these? Why y'all not busting y'all asses to? Y'all should be better than the Chinese. This is y'all Americans. Yeah. Y'all should be better than Y'all should be better than Chinese people who coming over here.
But we.
And the thing is, my question is, what are the opportunities that you think that we have over?
That's different, right?
The grants, the loans, the scholarships, and
that
stuff.
we're getting more than you.
I don't understand what. No, I've never heard of anything.
Are y'all seeing what's going on with the immigrants right now and how the benefits that they're receiving? Yeah, are y'all aware of this right now?
The immigrants were here.
Yeah, all of these immigrants coming into New York and
Chicago.
I've heard about.
Are you aware of the benefits that they're getting right now? The free hotels and the free EBTs and all of this.
Getting $500 a week.
Wait, before you continue. Immigrants. What immigrants are you talking about? Because
we're talking about the Mexicans.
Yeah, because that's what I see. I see is like the Guatemalans.
The Venezuelan. Yeah, like
we're not talking about that right now.
Mm-hmm. But we're talking about immigrants.
But yeah, immigrants.
See, but she wanted to make that a moot point because he was about to bring her home. Yeah, the same way they get special benefits and money allocated to them when they get here, y'all get the same thing. I don't know if y'all parents telling y'all or not, but y'all getting the same thing. Y'all get housing first. African can come over here from Africa and get housing before a black American woman that's been on the list for years. I tried to get housing when I was younger. They didn't send me a letter saying I can get it until my daughter was what? I want to say she was 16 going on 17. I know she was about to graduate high school. And that's when they said, you can get housing now. Bitch, I got a house. Stop playing. But we the welfare queens. No, y'all, the immigrants are the real welfare queens. All of them. Across the board. The immigrant diaspora. Regardless of race, color, and hue.
What you just said is that Africans are getting more opportunities than African Americans.
Caribbeans. Yes.
How? We're not talking about the Venezuelans.
What do you mean, how?
So answer that question.
America is giving immigrants from other countries, more opportunities that they would give a black man specifically. If you look online, if you go online and search, we go online and search for grants and loans and everything specifically for black men. There are none.
And NAACP don't have. They have plenty of awards and scholarships and
that just shows you how America treats black people as a whole. It's America.
But that's the point we're trying to get to, y'all. That the reason we're not as far as people come from other countries and get is because.
No, I'm sorry. This is not to be ignorant because you still haven't answered my question as to what
He literally just answered your question. The access to the money. What are you talking about? I had to beg for money when I was in college. I'm talking about from everybody. Girl. Okay. See, this is what I'm talking about. She's just being disingenuous. What you mean with opportunities? He's literally telling y'all get awarded more money through financial aid. Y'all get awarded more money from loans. And a lot of y'all don't have to get as many loans because y'all Pell Grant is so big and sufficient. It suffices. There are certain things allocated to y'all. Even look at the Pell Grant application and ask you if you're an immigrant. You want to know why? They're about to give you more money.
You want to know the name of the grant? Like, I don't get what you're saying.
Not even just that, because there isn't anything specific that we're doing. We're receiving.
Yeah, but hold on. You have not pointed out any simple, direct way you can know that black people are lazy, but yet y'all can claim and give us that title. You don't know. You don't know that. This is what
Chinese people give y'all that title.
No. Africans as well. A lot of foreign people or immigrant people are doing that. We're not going to cut the slack. It's everybody doing that shit to black Americans.
That is. But do you know how hard it is? No, listen. Do you know how hard it is to leave your country, our home, Africa, wherever in Africa, to now even get a visa in itself is hard. It's not.
You know how hard it is to build America for free,
right now,
and not to get anything? Because you're only speaking from an African perspective.
But if it's so hard, why do millions of people do it every day, every year, every week, every month?
I don't want it to negate from what you're trying to say. Listen,
what is the shit that they give for school
scholarships?
Not the scholarships, but they had and they took away the rights recently.
Affirmative action.
Affirmative action. Look, that's being spread between. That was just supposed to be for African Americans, and they just made that shit for the whole anybody.
But what I don't want to happen is I don't want no one to take away.
It's the government that's favoring y'all. And look at her. I don't have nothing to do with that. That's the government. We're trying to tell you the government is upgirding, but like Michael Luther King said in his speech, the government is undergirding these immigrants on our backs. They're mechanizing their farms. They sending them to school. They doing all this stuff on our backs. The shit that was meant for us, they giving to these foreigners. And Mike said that in 1968. Girl, get the fuck.
Away from the hard work that Africans are doing to get to where they are. We're not doing that.
But if you come here and you saying disrespect to African American, look,
it's literally there.
You can't come here and say that just because. Okay, yes, you study hard. You study hard in school, but how did you get in school? The government gave you money that was for my people, right? And we're not going to say our people not applying. So many people apply for Pell Grants and don't get it. It's so easy for a freshman to do bad their first year and get academically suspended and get their money taken. Not for them Africans. An African, they get so many times to strike out and get it together. We don't get no grace. Oh, you made a D. You made 2 Ds? Oh, no. You on academic probation. You suspended. No more financial aid for you.
Can I ask y'all a question? Y'all know Hispanic people, right? Mm-hmm. If a person doesn't know Spanish, but he's still considered Puerto Rican, right? Don't every Puerto Rican person still claim they're Puerto Rican? To any his, they're not. You American Spanish. They don't say that shit. But we got to hear from African people how we're not as black as they are because we were born in America.
Okay.
Yeah, I think when it comes to this conversation, it's just, like I said, it's very disingenuous to say black Americans are lazy, especially when black Americans are the reason why your family was able to leave your country and come to a better country and have a better opportunity. And we can't act like some Africans came here because their families were well off. Like, you know what I'm saying? So
Exactly. How are we gonna pave the way for you to come to this country? Then you get over here and try to shit on us. Like, are you serious? And then it's the government. No, bitch. Okay, so if you know it's the government, if you know the government is favoring immigrants that immigrated here legally or illegally, if you know the government is favoring you, then why would you then in turn say, oh, we're lazy? When all the benefits that we fought, died, got hosed, dog bit for, when we created all these things for us, then the government decided to include you in it and give it to you. Now stop playing. But that's the disingenuous part of it. We don't have no culture. We lazy. We all these things. Yet if we don't have no culture, why you sitting on that stage looking like me? If we're lazy, how come you can come to a nation that we built? Mind you, we was swindled out our land through chasing them, letting our white servants giving our white servants squatters' rights, and then taxing us out our lands where we had to sharecrop to our white servants to try to pay the taxes on our land to get our land back. Like, y'all better look up the bank corruption. Look up the panic that happened in the early 1900s. Look it up. Look it up. But anyway, that's not what we're talking about today. We could talk about corrupt banking another day. After these last, 3 minutes, I want to show y'all another clip from the Tether Bank. I call him the Tether Banker because he be hitting them hoes up on Black Alpha Network. And then we're going to go back to TikTok.
Let's not act like every family was poor.
It's a very small percentage.
No, let's not act like every family was poor and came over here struggling.
It's Africa. It's a third world country. This is a first world country. So 9 times out of 10, everyone is coming over here.
Yeah, but
zero. So that's what their point is. We're starting from zero.
Literally.
That's what the
But you're not starting from zero, ma'am. Y'all are getting these grants. Y'all are getting this welfare. Y'all getting this housing. Stop acting like y'all starting from zero. An American woman will only get $75 to $100 for her child. The African come over here and they get on welfare. They giving them $300 per kid. Like, bro, it is not the same. And then they taking that American welfare that we created, and it was created for widows at first. But I went to welfare 2 years ago. Y'all got to go down there. But and y'all taking that and going to y'all African markets owned by Africans. Where do you think these Africans got their business loan from to create their supermarket? And then you keep saying y'all should be doing better than the Chinese. Where are the Chinese people getting this access to capital from? You know how many business loans I've been denied for? And y'all know my candles smell good. Y'all know my air freshener smell good. I had my labels. I had everything. I had showed them how my company had been profitable. I went in that bank with my orders off my website and everything. And came out of that shit with nothing. All the banks I went to. Stop playing. Stop playing. Wendy Asofo didn't know nothing about candles or wax. She just saw something that Karen was doing, culture vulturing, and decided to make her some goddamn candles. But Karen's had 3 weeks. And we got a business loan. I know she got a business loan because her husband said so. Just like she got another loan to make that podcast that nobody watches. Stop it. Stop acting like y'all not automatically giving access to capital and they not upgrading you in order for you to be better than us because they know this is our land, this is our shit, and if we ever come up, they know we could take our shit back because we always been fighters. Andrew Jackson had to murder all the buffaloes to throw us off our migration trails. Stop. Anyway, play. Because I want to get past this part. I keep cutting
Americans started from
credit,
zero
no nothing.
That's what I'm saying.
But we're talking about right now. We're coming here with no credit, no nothing, no job. Our degrees.
We still don't have credit. What are you talking about? We are born with bad credit, and they prove that. I saw this years ago on YouTube. This white lady, she Googled her child's. She looked up her child's credit score, her infant credit score was at 700. So this other lady, it was a trend all on YouTube back when YouTube first came out. Then the black women that was Googling their children's credit, 0 to no credit. Like, what are we doing? Like, this is a completely disingenuous conversation. It's like they only trying to see it from the negative aspect that their parents told us to have. You see what I'm saying?
Our degrees in Africa or wherever, Nigeria, Ghana, we can't.
It's like going to middle school.
We're starting over from.
We don't even have an education system to prosper
from. But for you to now sit there and try to say that Africans, we're not.
How can black people come together with y'all with this negative mindset? That's why black people got to come together. Bitch, what are you talking about? We came together and got civil rights, and they gave it to y'all, the Hispanics, the foreign European Caucasian, to everybody but the people who fought and died for it. Remember, right after the civil rights movement, and they said all this stuff is for the black minority. Here come the Mexicans with their picket signs, not getting bit by no dogs and nothing. Saying we're immigrants too. We're minority too. Give it to us. We deserve it. Here come the white women. We minorities too. Like, stop playing. So we gonna act like we don't know history. We don't know African history because we're not African. We know our history in America. That's the history we know. And y'all being so disingenuous because they taught you the same history when you went to school here, so you know what you're saying is fucked up. That's why black people. Nick, she said she can't believe she ain't arguing with these niggas. Look at the disgust on her face.
Working as hard, or we're getting things easier.
I don't think we're saying that. We're saying we don't appreciate the disrespect.
Oh, I understand
the constant black Americans are lazy when that's simply not true. Black Americans are some of the most profitable, the richest black nation on earth. Like, we got the most degrees as a collective. Like, you know what I'm saying? So to come over here and to keep disrespecting us.
I think it's just more so saying some instead of saying everybody.
But you didn't say some when you was trying to paint all Africans as being got all these degrees. You ain't say some. You tried to all of them and try to make it seem like all of them are coming over here and prospering when that's simply not true either. Like,
so some Africans who come over here, they do very well, more than some Americans, and some Americans, are doing better than some Africans. I think we should just leave it at that. But on the African side, they see it more of a ratio that we're honestly doing well, and they just feel like you guys are just not doing much. I think that's the better way to put it.
But that's wrong. You get what I'm saying? You're justifying the wrong. Like, I don't get it.
And that doesn't mean that the disrespect has to get there. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because I would say, arguably, if black Americans was in some of y'all countries, those countries would be way more better than they are today.
And y'all begging for black Americans to come to y'all country now. What are you talking about? Because y'all need an economic boost.
I think it's just more so the scale.
Because as a black American, I don't know what it feels like to have to leave my country to go live somewhere else.
Because we not fleers.
For everything for us to stay in this country and be able to make.
You know how many countries begging for black people to come over there? We not going. We don't go. Thailand begging for black people to come over there. Africa, almost every country in Africa except for North Africa over there with the Moroccans, they don't want our black ass up there. They don't want Africans up there in there. Begging for us to come there. Like, y'all need us. Y'all need this economic boost. Y'all need this creativity. Y'all need this natural engineering. Y'all keep saying Benjamin Banneker was African. Y'all say all our great inventors, all our great engineers were African. No, we were not. They were from here. Alexander Graham Bell here. And then Africans, it's not escaping me that y'all coming over here, y'all starting to take our surnames. Y'all starting to say y'all are Johnsons and Joneses and Polks and Bells and all this. I'm noticing that. Y'all stop this shit because y'all want to be black so bad. If Africa is so great and y'all doing so much better, keep your African lineage and carry your ass home. Go home. Go home, Roger. Africa for the Africans. Ain't that what his fat ass say? Marcus Garvey said? Shit,
make a living not only for ourselves but for the immigrants that's coming here. So I can't relate to leaving my country. I never did that. My people never left our country. We stayed here and fought for everything we had to get through: slavery, Jim Crow, segregation, all of that. We didn't have the luxury to be like, you know what? Let me go to fucking Saudi Arabia and just live my life thanks to the Saudi Arabians who made it possible. Like, no, we stood here and fought. So the fact that we have to get the disrespect, not even from not only from the white people, from the Asian people, not from the people that we thought was part of the African diaspora.
You supposed to click up.
Looking at us like, no, them niggas, you heard what they said on the show, stay away from them black. These are African people telling African people to stay away from black Americans. How you don't feel like...
But you also have to look at the statistics. What is it showing? Like, if I was to be with an American man, just any typical man, not...
There they go with the baby mama stuff, but that's men. But I wanted you to hear what they said about us as far as financial and wisdom and degrees and stuff like that. And weave and her sitting up here looking like an American chick. And her dad is Ghanaian and she has an American mother. So your mama ain't shit. Your mama lazy. Child. Now I want y'all to watch this here. Watch this. Hold on. I think it's the hold on. Pause. And it didn't escape me that they trying to take our attention off the mess because they still getting their ass drugged back home any motherfucking way. But don't think we off y'all ass because y'all got to go home too. I just want to point that out. But like I said, the disrespect from over here has been too long tolerated, and it's time to address it. Okay, now listen to this one. Right, I liked what she had to say, and then there's one other one.
I think I'm starting to recognize why African American women and new African in the U.S. I think I'm starting to recognize why African Americans feel like they need to dominate certain spaces or their spaces being taken. I don't think that we have been taught enough about our history here in this country for us to be proud of our history here in this country. So when we do see other folk a part of the African diaspora taking up space, we don't feel a sense of inferiority because I think one of our, I guess you could say, insecurities as a people is this idea that we have no culture, specifically African culture, indigenous culture, right? And because of that, all of who we are is attributed to the West.
Okay. So, and the reason why I want y'all to show her is because I want y'all to show her how the typical black person that doesn't know their history thinks. This is why being educated at home by your ancestors is so important. This is why when your great-grandmother told you that you was Indian, you should have listened instead of saying, oh, everybody want to be Indian. No. Bitch, they trying to tell you it wasn't no slavery. They always had land. They wasn't poor, broke, living in teepees. They always had houses. They wasn't in no trailer parks. Like, this is your ancestors trying to tell you your lineage and your history, but black people not listening. We don't attribute our culture to the West. Most people know they're indigenous here. Like, you see what I'm saying? So we're not culturally insecure. You see what I'm saying? But this is what I think that a lot of the younger generation thinks because a lot of their parents didn't believe their grandparents or their great-grandparents when they told them who they were. They preferred a foreigner from another country trying to manipulate them out their land, tell them who they are. When it makes no sense. How is an African going to know how to farm and grow tobacco? How is an African going to come here as a slave, just came over here on this magical ship, a sailboat no less, across the Atlantic, the harshest water today, you know what I mean? Came over here on a sailboat with sheets and wood, a boat made out of sheets and wood, and sailed over here and know how to farm through these harsh weathers. Know what to plant, know what to grow. Figs don't grow in Africa. How the fuck they know to eat the figs? You see what I'm saying? Like this. What? The out of Africa theory makes no sense on a common sense perspective. How? How did they know? How would they know that you can even smoke the tobacco? How would they know? Because, weed, we didn't smoke weed at first. Weed was medicinal. Weed was a medicine. Weed was a pain reliever. How would we know to boil this? Or how would we know when we want to have our rituals and ceremonies, when we want to have our spirit walks to get high? How is an African going to know all of this on this land? How is an African gonna know to walk up north? How is an African gonna know to follow the Mississippi River? How? Bruh. So no, we're not culturally insensitive. A lot of the youth, even though I love their spirit and their fire, they actually don't or not listening to their elders when we're telling them ain't nothing African about you, bro. Nothing. There's not one African in your family. Unless you can show me an African in your family, I don't care if you go back to the 1600s. Show me an African. Show me one. So, and this is the delusion of it all. And this is why a lot of Americans don't want to participate in the diaspora issue, because they feel as though this is their kinship, this is their people, but it's not.
So we're seen as like not coming with anything or having anything. And it isn't true, but I think that sparks like a low-key inferiority complex in our brains. And that's why we kind of feel a little like a need to kind of like fight.
And I honestly think it's the opposite. I think that the African feels inferior to us because remember, they're fleeing their wars. They're running from their wars. We stood here and fought ours 10 toes down. Y'all better look into them Indian wars. Nigga, we gave the oppressor hell. What are you talking about? It wasn't easy to come over here and steal and rob and take our land. They still trying to legitimize their thefts now. We still fighting it. It's just in the courts and not on the field. Like, we still fighting it. Like, stop playing. That black dude that killed that cop's daughter at her prom, that just made the news. We've been murking them for killing our children. They just don't put it on the news. They don't want us to know that we really out there fighting them dudes. They want us to remain docile. But we been fighting. When a war break out in the country in Africa, they run down to America. And America let them do it because they want control of certain resources in Africa. What are you talking about? The people from the Congo, the Congolese people that's down here, they're only here because Apple wants control of Congo. Before that, Mussolini had the French. Your country is completely occupied. Come over here and call me lazy, but you're not even willing to fight for your own land. You run from it and hide. Look, all the African betrayal, Rwanda, African betrayal. Patrice Lumumba getting beheaded and chopped up, African betrayal. Nelson Mandela, African betrayal. Y'all are not loyal, bro. That's not us. By any sense of the word, that's not us as a people. Y'all are the great betrayers of your own nation. Are you kidding me? What are we talking about? The Zulu tribe betrayed by Shaka nephew. Like, come on now. Y'all are the great betrayers. Y'all know who Patrice Lumumba is? Julius Malema, betrayed. What are we talking about? All the Africans get betrayed by Africans. But y'all want to come off here and talk shit about how Americans treat each other, how Americans do shit. Look at how Africans do shit. What are you talking about? So it's not true. Y'all don't go around kidnapping little boys and making them join y'all militias so that y'all could do the dirty work of the French and the British? What are we talking about? And then you run down here and act like you better than me? Are you serious? Are you the great betrayer? Everybody that tried to free y'all, every African that tried to free an African ended up murdered and murked by African. One thing about our leaders, the oppressor had to take Malcolm out. The oppressor killed, now Martin was betrayed by Missy Jessie. And well, okay, we done killed some of our own leaders too. But it was at the behest of them. Y'all doing it because that's who y'all work for. Y'all white worshipers. Y'all let white people in y'all tribes. Are you serious? Like, don't come over here and be a kettle calling out a pot and saying the pot is black. You a kettle too. Both of us cast iron. So what is it? What's going on? You want to come here and not be oppressed because you oppressed in your country. Them doctor degrees, them lawyer degrees, all this shit you would not be getting unless you got here and you get it for free and tax free. And then you acting like you not getting no handout. Come on now. I'm not gonna listen to this whole hour. I want to listen to this
because
at 23. Listen to this.
It's hitting some of our own insecurities. That's what it is, and I think it makes it worse when people come into the U.S. and they don't respect us, and the trajectory of our history, of our fight, of our resistance, right? of how we have maintained our African culture here, but how it may show up differently across the diaspora. And particularly because we don't have, I guess, a close connection with land anymore, like other countries may have, specifically those in the Caribbean, those on the continent. Like there's a much closer, I guess you can say, connection to the land versus here where we're primarily in cities, right? And I think one of the things when we think about African culture that we cannot forget is how close our connection is to the land and how our connection with the land intrinsically affects our relationship to our Africanness.
Okay, and I wanted you to hear that part about what she said about land, because I feel like we are still connected to our land, but I think that since tribally, our identity as indigenous Americans was stolen, we don't think along those lines. We don't have having a connection to land is a tribal thing. You know what I mean? And when I say tribal, it's because the land is connected to ritual and things of that nature. So we don't have that connection to land. Is because our identity is, as far as our tribal identity, whether you're Muskogee, whether you're Cheyenne, whether you're Elwha, like the Jamaicans, they're not African either, they're Elwha. But you know what I'm saying? I think that since that was stolen, that connection to the land was stolen because you could trace your tribe to a certain land. Like if you were a descendant of the Kasiwa Indians, then you would trace your lineage and your land back to Florida. You see what I'm saying? But I just want y'all to hear that part. And I want y'all to see how the younger generation is thinking like, no, we're not culturally sensitive.
It's internationally. So the CIA is outside of America, FBI is inside.
So we're not culturally sensitive. We don't have no inferiority complex. We're just saying it's time for us to differentiate ourselves from these Africans, because now we realize these Africans don't like us. And I think the Essence Festival was that eye-opener. I already knew that. I've lived around Africans in A-Leaf, and I see how they treat us. I've been to the African braiding shops, and I see how they treat you, talk down on you, try to rush and comb your braids out, plucking you bald. Like, I've seen it. And they braid your hair so tight on purpose. And I'm telling you, it's coming from a hateful place. Y'all better stop letting them out here. But anyway, I want to talk about this boycott real quick. Where my boy at? Hold on. Where my tether banger at? That's what I call him. Like, hold on. I'm going to come back to this. I want y'all to see how fun. You know what? Let's play this first. Don't strike me down to the frown back, Afro Network. You say I ain't even got enough many followers, baby. I'm just on here trying to show them, show and prove. Listen, I'm just trying to talk to my cousins.
And give y'all an American boycott. So you got the FBA boycott, you got the USA boycott, and the tethers ain't got nowhere to go after that. Watch this and tell me why tethers are so afraid.
So, in light of the boycott today, guess who else is boycotting Africa today? The whole United States of America is.
Trump petty than a motherfucker, bro.
Trump hit Africa with some new tariffs, from 10 to 50% in tariffs.
He making everybody pay what they owe. All y'all got a debt to America, bro. All y'all pay up.
Trump announces the imposition of new reciprocal tariffs on several African countries, impacting their economic relationship with the United States. These new tariffs range from 10% to 50%, with the higher rates applied to countries running trade deficits with the U.S. The policy shift has generated concerns about potential job losses, economic instability, and shifts in trade dynamics for affected African nations. See, for some reason, y'all thought y'all was just beefing with some Black American slaves, not realizing that we are Americans. See, y'all did all that slandering, all that slurring, not knowing that y'all were making yourselves terrorists against the United States by beefing with us, the true American. We're not black folks, we're Americans. So when you beef with us, you beef with the whole country. Go.
How long we been saying it, family? How long we been saying it?
Talk your shit, brother. Look, this
FBA from the United States because the United States.
This man right here be cracking me up. Y'all gotta go subscribe to this man, Network, bro. Okay, I'm making sure I'm still subscribed. I told y'all earlier that be unsubscribed. Let me like this. I haven't watched this video yet in its entirety. We watching it together, but this because this is one of his new ones. It's like, bro. Anyway, go watch his channel because he be cracking me up. But listen to this because I know I seen some of this video. That's how I know I want you to watch this part. But watch this.
This is foundational Black America. Okay, there'd be no USA without FBA. I've been saying it for the longest amount of time.
Okay, it's almost here.
It ain't my fault that they didn't want to pay attention. Family, you talking about terrorists coming down on these individuals ASAP. They woke up around fails. And we, as foundational Black Americans, we putting in work. So when you add what we doing to what they ain't doing,
pause. I'm gonna give you another example. Y'all remember on Black Panther when the African American Michael B. Jordan tried to go and help the Black people, and he was like, they us too, and the Black Panther dad was like, no, he not, no, they not. And then he went and my daddy died with panther claws in his chest. Oh, even in the movies, and movies are loosely based on reality. We're not gonna forget that. We're not forget that they tell you the truth in these movies, but people so like there's nothing stranger than fiction because it be the truth. That's why fiction is so strange. Like that's where that saying come from. But anyway, like literally, like if you study literature, like I have, you'll know the stunts because it's so strange that fiction relates to truth. I'm telling you. That's how the Africans feel about you. They think that they got Wakanda. They think that y'all the shit. And we supported the fuck out that movie, man. And made that movie top tier. And this the thanks we get for supporting y'all, for being there for y'all, for welcoming y'all into our neighborhoods, into our schools, into our countries. Like we did that. We did that through our welcoming, kind-hearted spirit. And y'all shit on us. Just like the conquistadors shit on us. We took Roanoke in. We said, we don't care what religion y'all practice. Y'all come over here and be Christians. Y'all come over here and be Protestants. Y'all come over here. That's why what Columbus kinfolk said, oh, it's like taking candy from a baby. They so nice and so sweet. We welcomed y'all in because y'all was homeless peasants running from y'all monarch who wouldn't let y'all practice y'all religion, wear what y'all want to wear, and do what y'all want to do. They said, okay, you come over here and be free. And then you went to thank us, y'all took our freedom and our identity and gave it to your mulatto bastards. And I proved that in one of my other videos. Go look at that video where I was arguing with that $5 Indian, where she admitted she was Spanish. She was a Spaniard, a Spaniard. Anyway, come on, play.
Family, it ain't nothing but love. So make every little TikTok video you can find. Come up with all your little TikTok complaints. It don't matter. It's not going to change nothing. The bottom line is what it's always been, is that foundational Black Americans run the yard and foundational Black Americans control everything that goes on. And they wish that they had the control right here in America because they know they ain't got it back home. So when you got to go back home and you realize you don't run nothing here, what
I'm about to go watch
do you got going for yourself? Not a damn thing. So, in my foundational Black American language, let me go ahead and say what we all been thinking. That is FBA we build and tethers they steal. And right now, family, they can't even steal a ride home. They getting their asses deported. Tethergeddon is in full damn swing.
Tethergeddon.
Full damn swing. It go right along with delineation. And brothers and sisters is letting them know we ain't playing.
Out of the whole world trying to gaslight Black Americans, y'all need to go ahead and admit yourselves what the we already know, and that's we run. Y'all really need to understand and know that we really the kings and queens of this. See, we know this already. I'm tired of other people. The whole world is acting like me, wearing like me, talking like me. The whole world is influenced by me and my people, and y'all really over here everywhere in every corner of the universe that we don't have the pull that we do. You got trying to destiny start off of us. out here cosplaying us, out here copying us, the way we speak, the way we talk, even down to the food we eat. Miss me with that.
Does that sister look like she playing? Do foundational Black Americans look like we playing out here? Huh. Or we finally doing what everyone said we need to do? Go boycott Target. Nope, we wrong. This sister's not playing. I ain't playing. None of us is playing. So.
And when he's saying we boycotting Taylor's, that means Black Americans aren't to go to no more. That's why I went and bought me something in the grocery. We ain't going to no more taco trucks. We ain't going to no more braiding shops. We not unless it's a complete necessity. We not supporting no foreign earth at all. Since they want to come over here, think about it. Hold on, y'all. So, hold on. Give me a second. I'm live on my channel. So, sorry about that, y'all. I apologize. But she was asking an important question. I want to know when ignoring her. So it's like none of that. We're not doing none of that. None of them nail shops. Let me show you. Y'all think I'm bullshitting? Watch this. Hold on. I gotta get up slow. This is a leather couch, baby. This thighs was attached. You think I'm bullshitting? Let me show you. My gel. This is my gel. My nail brushes, my dual forms, my tips. Who doing their own nails? Who do their own makeup? An indigenous woman do my hair. I'm not bullshitting. A biracial American girl do my lashes. What's up, Devin? Y'all better go to Baytown and get your lashes done. I'm not playing. Like, nah, I'm good. I'm not going. I'm tired of everybody getting rich off the black dollar, but the black person. And then y'all black people, y'all gotta stop getting rich. And y'all black businesses like that guy Isaac Moore, all he wears Louis Vuitton, Versace, and Gucci and shit. You got your own fashion label. Why is you draped up in somebody else's name besides your name? But you want people to wear your fashion when you don't even wear it. Like, that's something we gotta stop doing, black people. We gotta stop making our money and dispersing it through every other community. Why do you think they're rich? So this boycott is going to be an economic boost for us. If the person not black, they shouldn't be doing your nails. The person not black, they shouldn't be doing your hair. The person not black, they shouldn't be cooking your food. Shout out to Juicy Foods. Y'all better stop playing. Keep the money. It's time for us to keep our money to ourselves. It's time for black people to make black people rich again. What are you talking about? We got the most money, but the brokest people in America, y'all got me fucked up. That don't make no sense.
So go ahead and let these people know how you feel. Because remember, tethers don't tether at 20%, so you don't delineate at 20%. I want the full 100. I don't give a damn.
Because you want to know what the fuck I'm about. You want to find out how I live. You want to find out how I socialize. Because it's gotten people spying on us, watching our every move. And you are still out here trying to convince me I have no culture. You out here trying to convince me I have no community. You out here trying to convince me I don't know where the I come from. You trying to be like me.
These people say we ain't got no culture. These people say we don't know where we from. We're not going to respond to that because we want to play nice. We're not going to respond to that because we want to be good. How come everybody else has an all-time...
You can't do this like me, buddy. You can't.
Baby, all us indigenous people got foreheads on us, don't we? I don't know what it is about the Indian and the forehead, but our forehead be foreheading. Do you hear me? Listen to big old engineering brains, that natural ingenuity. Anyway.
And this is for the diaspora. If you ain't got it, it's okay. But don't hate on the next that do. And then, not only do you try to hate on the next that do, you try to assume they whole identity. Is you cool? I don't think a lot of y'all are cool. I really think a lot of y'all are deluded. I'm sick of this shit. It's like, what the bro, we just want to be left alone.
There you go.
Like, we legit just want to be left alone. We just want to rock out how we rock out. We don't be thinking about nobody else, but we cannot seem to stay out of the mouths and minds of that we don't even know exist.
Thank you. Oh, they lazy, they this, they that. We don't even talk about Africans like that. Our parents don't sit us down and say, stay away from Africans. Our parents don't sit us down and say, stay away from white folk. Our parents don't sit us down and say these negative, disparaging things about others. But yet y'all sitting there at y'all tables having conversations about us. Are you serious? We don't sit at our table. The racial slurs that we know about other races came from them. Mexicans start calling other Mexicans wetbacks. We didn't do that. That wasn't our grandparents that did that. But then y'all get over here and only want to hire each other. How many Mexicans and y'all think that, they don't need to go home? How many Mexicans you see hire Negroes? I'm in the oil and gas industry, and all the Hispanics, all they do is hire Hispanics. Like I said in one video, I think I said it in one video, I seen the 18-year-old foreman. First job in the plant, this nigga's a foreman. Are you serious? He gonna get somebody killed. All that nepotism is gonna get somebody killed. It's a culture in the oil and gas industry of safety first, mitigating safety, mitigating safety hazards. Walking is working. There is a culture in the oil and gas industry in these goddamn plants. Ain't no 18-year-old supposed to be in there at all, let alone in a position of leadership. That's that racial nepotism. Y'all talking about black folk lazy. How we lazy when y'all over here boss hogging all the jobs? Are you serious? We begging for work, begging for jobs. You serious? Like, stop playing. Y'all not fit to play on black people, topping them on. I'm tired of everybody. I'm tired of these Mexicans. I'm tired of these Africans. I'm tired of y'all coming over here to our country and then shitting on us as if the government not giving y'all the upper hand. Stop playing. Y'all know how racism works. Y'all know this shit is systematic. And y'all acting like, man, get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here, bro. And then y'all come to this country, welcome by the Americans, and treat the Americans like shit. How many of y'all been hired by an Hispanic person? By an African person? But how many of y'all had an African person, a Hispanic person, or a white person go to HR on your black ass for just being black? How many of y'all get hated on at work by Africans, but you don't really know they Africans like that? You think it's kinfolk, ain't kinfolk, and you think they other black people. Them Africans ain't know you, bitch. Ask them who they are and where they from. How many of y'all had to go to interview with a Mexican person not to get the job? Like, are you serious? I had tried to get on with the bus for years, and let me tell you what the bus do. And I'm not trying to company drop. I'm just talking about the bus. The bus have site-based jobs. And all the Hispanics got them site-based jobs, so they can go home every day. Look at their fucking traveling crew. Their traveling crew is like 80% black. I'm gonna say 88% black. Them niggas don't get to go home every day and see their kids and see their children and see their wives and stuff. They send them out to the travel jobs. The site-based jobs, the Mexicans got them all sold up. If they are hire your black ass. Zachary, that construction company Zachary, same thing, number Mexicans. But y'all want to know why black people feel like the way we feel, bro? Go home. Like, cause we tired. Like, y'all ain't got the jobs that we don't want. Y'all got all the jobs, period. And y'all have such a nepotism. And race loyalty is fine. That's fine and dandy. But don't sit up there and talk shit about us as if you're not part of the problem. As if you're not contributing to the issue. Like, bro, I'm about to start crying. Like, y'all know y'all are. Niggas got to beg y'all for work, got to beg y'all for a job, and then y'all don't want to give it to them. Then we get to y'all job site, y'all talking to us crazy, y'all talking about us in Spanish, y'all calling us miyatas. Like, come on, man. Go home, bro. Get the fuck. Like, get the fuck. If this how you gonna treat the indigenous people of this land, go the fuck home, bro. And make Mexico great again. Go deal with the cartel. Go deal with your drug problem. Go home and deal with your shit. Africans, y'all need to go home and deal with y'all civil war that y'all been in for the last. Y'all want to talk about 400 years of slavery? Y'all been over there in the same civil war for forever. Y'all still fighting the Brits. Y'all still fighting the French. They know not to come over here with that fuck shit. Yeah, they might be doing shit to us politically, but they don't want to throw them hands no more. And don't. Look, I'm really sick and tired of y'all pretending like y'all coming over here doing better than us, and y'all are putting us at the bottom. No, you not putting us nowhere. You not better than nobody. You definitely not better than no American. You know what I'm saying? It's systematic, and y'all know that shit. But it's cool. It's cool. We got y'all. Watch how it's about to change. Watch how it's about to change. Because now we see you. Now at first people weren't really seeing who the enemy was. Now you seeing. When Kamala brought all the Mexicans over here and gave them motherfuckers $5,000 a month. Nigga, is you crazy? Nigga, bitch, is you cool? Is you cool? And that African ass mayor of Chicago, yeah, that nigga African, look into his lineage. Talking about he want the immigrants to stay. Bitch, what? And is you what? Man. I forgot they took my Facebook. I put the receipt from a bodega in my I'm gonna see if I still got the picture. I put the receipt from a bodega on my Instagram and showed you the receipt. They had bought something for $5. The food balance was like, I want to say 11,000 something, and the cash balance said 49 something. They must have just got the card. They was getting $5,000 a month. $5,000 a month in cash and $15,000 a month in food stamps. Yo shit. But a black person in America gotta be under poverty to get food stamps. Under poverty. And if you don't believe me, go down to the welfare and ask them. You got to be under the poverty level to qualify for food stamps. But not them Africans, not them Mexicans, not them foreigners, not them Europeans. We gotta be under poverty. Who the fuck is under poverty? Who? Man, watch out, bro. Y'all on that fuck shit. Like, for real. I'm sick of y'all. Go the fuck home. Everybody needs to get deported at this point. I don't give a fuck. Legals and illegals. Everybody America need a break. Everybody, please go the fuck home. Because I'm going to tell you, before them poor white peasants came over here, everybody was getting along. Everything was cool. It was cool, bro. Do your research and do your history. Anyway, cool. Watch. Look at her face, y'all.
So, we know who the we are. We've always known who the we are.
We're Americans.
And we know exactly where the we come from. We're here. We can't go anywhere.
There you go.
Thank you.
There you go. We here. We can't go nowhere. We standing on business, and I'm doing it so damn good with it, family. Shout out to
he didn't play her whole video?
Shout out to you.
Hold on.
She's tired of the games and she's not playing. And that's the thing that we're all doing. We're not playing right now, y'all. We're very, very serious about this delineation, about this separation, because it's going to be one or the other. That's what it's going to be. It's going to be one or the other. Family,
let's see what this is, and then I'm out, y'all.
In a store, and they both start going in on tethers. I love my certified sisters, fam. Check this out. Whoa. Here we go. Check this out right here. Let me speed this up. The sisters ain't playing, and that's what's got everybody afraid.
So yeah, I like your braids, and I'm looking for more Black Americans that do braids and retwists.
Oh yeah.
So, what do you think about that? Us boycotting the African shops?
In a sense we are. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But I don't really deal with them anyway because of my hair texture. They're known to take my hair. They don't grow hair. First off, they don't grow hair.
They don't grow hair.
Didn't
I just say that?
They really do take hair. Okay. You know, I haven't went to one that's grown hair. But my daughter, she grows hair. It's the hands and the care of your hair, too. Knowing your hair and how to treat your hair when you're braiding it, too. Not to take it away.
Thank you.
These sisters don't even know each other. And notice first thing she said, oh, yeah, we get them. I don't go to them no how. I don't like the way they do hair. I don't like the way they get out.
You know what I'm saying? But I don't really deal with them anyway because of my hair texture. They're known to take
Let me make sure I talk about everything I want to talk about. I talked about that.
First off, they don't.
I talked about them hoes.
They take.
That's from my Shannon Sharp video.
They really do take care. You know, I haven't went to one that's grown hair, but my daughter, she grows hair. It's
I showed you our definition of an American,
and the care
which
of
is
your
us.
hair, too, knowing your hair and how to treat your hair when you're braiding it too, not to take it
I think everything. I went over
everything. These are the conversations that random sisters are seeing each other in stores and having. You see the difference between back in the day and now, y'all, and they're talking about the same exact thing. These is random sisters, and she like, oh yeah,
and I want to show y'all this right here. Hold on.
Give us fake hair, we grow hair, we got it all. They hands, they texture.
How do I find my page?
They not like us. They can't do our hair. That's just what it is, fam. That's what the sister was saying. Salute to the sisters. Salute to the sister before the sister after the sister. Salute to all the sisters. I'm telling y'all, they get afraid when our foundational Black American women are standing on business with our.
I want to show y'all this video, my video on TikTok, and then we're gonna end with that. Let me go back to the talk and the tick, because I've been ticking and talking, baby. Okay. Now y'all know I'm new to TikTok since I got banned off of what's that shit called? Instagram. So y'all got to give me a second. Do I go to my profile? So I do. Leave me alone. Shit. Try to go to my damn video. Okay, you know what? Somebody shared my video, so this is what we're gonna do. Bam, here you go. Listen to this. Oh, and I ordered me a microphone too, y'all. So, official. Am I supposed to click here then? Oops, shit, nope. That's not what I want to do. Hold on, y'all. What the fuck? I don't want to go to these people's page. Let me see if there is a more of my videos page. Create English, get app, log out. If I click on my face. The fuck? You know what? I could tell you what happened in the damn video because I hold on. Anyway, I spelled it wrong. I wonder. Look, so what happened in the video is one day I went to the store, right? I went to the store and my tab was 204, right? So the man didn't want to let me slide with the 4 pennies. I wasn't tripping. I just broke another dollar. So I broke another dollar, and this motherfucker shorted me my penny and my change. So I said, man, you didn't want to let me slide with 4 pennies, but you trying to steal my penny? I said, man, run me all my change. And he was like, I can't buy the building with pennies. So I said, so don't act like if you steal 100 pennies from 100 people, from 100 people every 30 minutes to an hour, that's not gonna equal up nothing. We're not gonna act like pennies don't equal dollars. And then I went this whole tirade about how everybody needs to go the fuck home. Everybody. You Indians all over here getting these old nasty. These stores be nasty and filthy. You don't never even see them eating their own food. You don't see them Asians. You don't see them Asians over there at Timmy Danes and them eating that chicken and eating that food. You don't see them eating their own shit they selling to you in the black community. They was in there eating their own indigenous food. They bok choy and they cook whatever the fuck they made at home. They're not eating that bullshit they selling to you, and you over there eating it. Like, stop. It's time. It's time for us not only to delineate ourselves and stop calling ourselves African like Jesse Jackson told us to, and stop talking about black and proud like Stokely Carmichael told us to. Bitch, it's really time for us to be us, American. We are American. Before the first presidents of the 13 colonies were all indigenous black men. It's time for us to stop. All right, stop getting if they look like you, because our kinfolk ain't kinfolk. If they are not American, you don't need to spend your money with them. Only spend your money with Americans. And we need to be our own economic boost. We need to make ourselves rich again. Every one of us should be able to afford a house. Every one of us should have good credit because we can afford to pay our bills. If you got a job and you're in a position of authority, if you are in this oil and gas industry, or if you in this if you out here in this world and you are black and you in HR and you in oil and gas and you in these good paying positions, it's time for you to hire your own people. It's time for y'all to step up and do right by your own people. Stop being so whitewashed. Stop it. Because the white folk y'all hiring, they looking out for themselves. Everybody stick together but us. Pause. So it's this bitch at my job, right? She gonna sit up and have a conversation with me talking about white people, all white people stick together at work, and that's how come that it's really all white people in the office because they know how to stick together, right? That same day, this bitch went and snitched on me on some shit she saw me do. Like, what the fuck? You just had this conversation about black people not sticking together, and then you didn't want to stick with me. Nobody saw what I did. Nobody knew what I did. What I did was she was driving too slow, so I ran around her and got the fuck on down the highway, and she told on me. Bitch, can't make this shit up. Can't make this shit up, bro. But she the type of person that got white daughter-in-law, so we already know ain't no black on black love going on around there in her universe any motherfucking way. But I'm telling y'all, it's time for us black people to get it together, because this diaspora issue is for real, and we need to address it. We need to get them on the fuck up out of here. Everybody needs to go home. Home for the home. Mexico for the Mexicans. Africa for the Africans. Spain for the Spaniard. It's time to go. Dominican for the Dominicano for Dominican. Haitian for the Haitian. Haiti for the Haitian. Like, come on, y'all talking too much shit to be over here enjoying this American privilege. Go home, Roger. Go the fuck home. This blaquespan, and I'm out.